Bob, cuak. Kau ambil lagi. Wow, dude. Buat suara.
According to the news, it was written that our former Prime Minister Dato Seri Najib Razak abused his position as Prime Minister and Minister of Finance in Malaysia, allegedly used his position to commit bribery involving 42 million ringgit Malaysia through his participation in the decision to provide government guarantees for loans from the Retirement Fund Incorporated (KWAP) to SRC International, which amounting to 4 billion ringgit Malaysia. He was also the sole shareholder of the company as Minister of Finance Incorporated and also became the advisor emeritus of SRC International. According to Malay Mail News, M-Bank was previously penalized by Bank Negara Malaysia because its failure to report suspicious transactions in Dato Seri Najib Razak's accounts from the time these accounts opened until they were closed. M-Bank did not submit suspicious transaction report to Bank Negara Malaysia when M-Bank found suspicious transactions. Furthermore, according to Malaysia Today, Bank Negara Malaysia did not raise red flag on the money transactions of very huge amount, which involving the 3 private current accounts with number endings 880, 898, and 906 of our former Prime Minister Dato Seri Najib Razak. SRC International have not been submitted their financial accounts for March 2013, which were due by September 2013. Moreover, they also delayed the submission of the financial statements for both March 2013 and 2014 without giving any reason.
The key witness in this case is Dato Subor Muhammad Yassin, who is the former SRC International Director. According to the news on June 20, 2019, Dato Subor said he wanted to help in the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) probe into SRC International Affairs at 2015. After he had contacted the MACC to make an appointment with the graftbusters, someone claiming to be from MACC called and told him to leave the country. He afraid that something may happen to him and his family because he been told by Nik Faisal Arif Kamil, CEO of SRC International, that SRC case involves Dato Seri Najib Razak, who was still in power at the time and was the Prime Minister. So he fled to Bangkok with his wife and didn't lodge a police report. After being on the run for 3 years, he surrendered on June 2018 and being protected as MACC believe he is in danger. He is now being protected under Whistleblower Protection Act. Jalil Ibrahim, the Bank Bumiputra Malaysia Berhad BBMB Assistant General Manager, was sent to conduct an audit of Bumiputra Malaysia Finance Hong Kong in 1983. Jalil Ibrahim at that point suspected that something fraudulent in the previous loan between Carrion Group Limited and BMF. He stopped the $4 million loan from BMF to Carrion and requested for BBMB to assist him in investigating the fraud. But before he could make a report, He had been murdered by Mak Fun Tan, a Malaysian businessman at a hotel, and been disposed at a banana plantation.
SRC International was initially set up to explore investment opportunities in the energy sector. The Minister of Finance Incorporation took over SRC International from 1MDB in 2012. Last October, the Swiss Attorney General's office, in a second attempt to seek Malaysian authorities' help in gathering evidence in a case against those accused of embezzling funds from 1MDB after an initial request was ignored, added that some $800 million in natural resource investments from SRC International had been misappropriated, hidden in part through the creation of a Ponzi scheme. A month later, Second Finance Minister Datuk Johari Abdul Ghani was quoted as saying that SRC International was facing problems in recovering the money it had deposited at BSI Bank, following the shutting down of the Swiss bank's branch in Singapore for breaching money laundering regulations. Deloitte Malaysia want to resign as the auditor of SRC International, a former subsidiary of scandal-ridden 1MDB. Hence, SRC International is now looking for a new auditor, said Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Razak in writing parliamentary reply to Petaling Jaya Utara Member of Parliament Tony Paul. Paul has asked the Finance Minister to state if Deloitte was still SRC International's auditor and when the company's financial statements for 2015 and 2016 will be ready. Based on information obtained from SRC International's management, Deloitte has stated their intention to resign. As for now, SRC International is still looking for a new auditor, and until a new auditor is appointed, Deloitte is still their auditor. Deloitte also quit as 1MDB's auditor last year, but when 1MDB revealed in July last year that Deloitte was resigning and that it was seeking a replacement, it did not give a reason for the departure.
Dato Seri Najib Razak is seeking for all the 7 charges. These 7 charges including 3 counts criminal breach of trust under Section 409 Penal Code, which its penalties range up to imprisonment for 20 years as well as a combination of fines and prison time. Dato Seri Najib Razak also have been charged under abuse of power under Section 23 MACC Act 2019. Its penalty range up to imprisonment for 20 years and fine for 10,000 ringgit or 5 times of the value of money. Lastly, he also have been charged 3 counts money laundering under Section 4 subsection 1 subsection B, Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001, which its penalty will be imprisonment for maximum 15 years and fine for 5 million ringgit or 5 times of the value of the money.
Potato,